The Young and the Restless spoilers Victor's influence on Adam, a dangerous game. Victor Newman is once again orchestrating the drama in Genoa City, this time pushing his son Adam into playing dirty. Adam, whose relationship with Victor has always been complicated, finds himself reluctantly pulled into his father's schemes. While Adam has tried to maintain his moral compass, it's clear that Victor has no interest in playing by the rules of fairness and honesty. As Victor nudges Adam into a more ruthless approach, it raises questions about Adam's future and the kind of man he will become. Victor's manipulation of Adam has long been a central theme in their relationship. Adam has struggled with his own demons, often torn between his desire for approval from his father and his own sense of right and wrong. Victor's insistence that Adam take a more underhanded approach to business will no doubt push Adam to the edge, testing his moral boundaries. How much will Adam compromise for power, and at what cost will it be to his relationships with those around him, particularly his family? Phyllis's worries about Daniel, a mother's concern. Phyllis Summers, always a character full of boldness and confidence, finds herself worrying about her son, Daniel Romalotti, Jr. As Daniel has grown older, he has developed his own path and dealt with his own challenges, but Phyllis can't shake the nagging feeling that something is off. While Daniel is a talented and intelligent man, Phyllis sees a potential danger looming over him, something she fears he might not be fully aware of. Phyllis's protective instincts are kicking in as she watches Daniel navigate life in Genoa City. She's concerned that he might be heading down a path that could lead to his downfall, whether it's his relationship choices, his career, or something more personal. Her worry could become a central storyline, especially as she tries to balance her desire to support her son with the need to let him make his own decisions. Phyllis is no stranger to complicated family dynamics, and her deep love for Daniel will undoubtedly lead to some intense moments of emotional conflict as she tries to protect him while respecting his autonomy. Summer's discovery at the Abbott estate. A family in flux. In the next episode, Summer Newman is in for an emotional rollercoaster as she visits the newly renovated Abbott estate. While she's fascinated by the changes Diane Jenkins Abbott has made to the home, she is also there to meet with Kyle Abbott. This visit, however, will reveal more than Summer bargained for, especially when she learns about Kyle's decision to move forward with his life and ask Claire Grace Newman to move in with him. Summer, who has always had a complicated relationship with Kyle, finds herself navigating a series of emotions. The news that Kyle has asked Claire to move in with him is a significant shift, and Summer will undoubtedly have strong feelings about it. She may even use Harrison Abbott, the young son she shares with Kyle, as a way to try and influence Kyle's decision. Summer, while a loving mother, could see this as a chance to secure her position in Kyle's life and prevent him from moving forward with Claire. The power dynamics in their relationship, especially concerning Harrison, may come into play as Summer finds herself caught in a web of family drama. But what Summer doesn't know is that Cole Howard's health might derail any plans Claire had of moving in with Kyle. Cole's deteriorating condition could change the course of events for Claire and Kyle, and Summer might be left grappling with a situation that is beyond her control. The evolving dynamics within the Abbott family are set to bring more challenges for Summer, especially as her feelings for Kyle and her desire to maintain some semblance of control clash with the reality of the situation. Chelsea's big decision. Joining Newman Media. Meanwhile, Chelsea Lawson has made a bold move by accepting an offer from Adam to join Newman Media. This is a significant shift for Chelsea, who has had a complicated relationship with both Adam and the Newman family. Her decision to accept the job marks a turning point in her professional journey, but it also carries with it a great deal of emotional weight. Chelsea's announcement of her new role comes as she shares the news with both Summer and Sally Spectra. Sally, who has her own complicated history with Adam, offers Chelsea a few words of caution as she embarks on this new chapter. The advice she gives Chelsea could serve as a reminder of the delicate balance between ambition and personal integrity, especially when working under the Newman umbrella. Sally's concern for Chelsea is rooted in her own experiences with Adam and the Newman family. While Chelsea is looking to take advantage of the opportunity Adam has presented, Sally sees the potential dangers that come with working for Victor and his empire. The complexities of working within the Newman family business will likely be a major storyline for Chelsea as she navigates her new role at Newman Media, and her relationships with Sally, Summer, and Adam will be put to the test. The impact of Adam's influence on Chelsea as Chelsea steps into her new role at Newman Media. Adam's influence will inevitably play a key role in shaping her path. Chelsea and Adam share a complicated history, filled with both romance and betrayal, and their professional relationship will be no different. As Adam pushes Chelsea to embrace the opportunities at Newman Media, the power dynamics between them will shift once again. Chelsea's decision to join Newman Media could spark new conflicts, not just between her and Summer, but also with Sally and even Victor. Chelsea is no stranger to the cutthroat nature of business, but aligning herself with the Newmans, particularly Adam, could lead her into a complicated situation. She will have to decide whether her ambition is worth the emotional cost of working with Adam and the Newman family, or if she will eventually find herself at odds with her past choices and relationships. Conclusion: tensions rise as Genoa City's drama unfolds. The latest developments in The Young and the Restless are setting the stage for even more dramatic twists and turns. From the growing tension between Summer and Kyle, to Chelsea's bold move into the world of Newman Media, the stakes have never been higher. As characters grapple with their personal and professional lives, the influence of Victor Newman looms large, forcing everyone to make difficult choices that will have long-lasting consequences. As Summer navigates her complex emotions regarding Kyle and Claire, and Chelsea enters the high-stakes world of Newman Media, fans can expect explosive moments, emotional confrontations, and perhaps even some unexpected alliances. The coming episodes promise to deliver more drama, intrigue, and heartbreak as the characters of The Young and the Restless are forced to confront their desires, their fears, and the consequences of their choices. Adam Newman's moral struggle. A test from Victor. The tension in The Young and the Restless is building as Adam Newman faces a significant moral test. Though Adam has been trying to stay on a more righteous path recently, Victor Newman's influence is impossible to escape. Adam's father, ever the puppet master, is now pushing him to take a darker approach to business, one that could strain Adam's moral compass. Victor wants Adam to act against Billy Abbott, and this could lead Adam down a dangerous path. While Adam may have felt that his recent actions were more in line with his true values, Victor's encouragement to play dirty is a reminder that in Victor's world, loyalty and ethics often take a back seat to power and control. The pressure to sabotage Billy could be the exact challenge Adam doesn't need, especially as he's already tried to distance himself from the manipulative tactics that have defined his relationship with his father. Billy Abbott's dealings and the growing conflict. Billy Abbott, as usual, is at the center of a brewing storm. While Adam and Billy have clashed numerous times in the past, the tension between them is about to reach new heights. Adam has already suggested that Billy is using his new company to attack him and Newman Media. But the situation becomes even more complicated when Victor learns that Billy is working with Aristotle Dumas, a move that adds an entirely new layer to the conflict. Victor, seeing this as a direct threat, is likely to push Adam to escalate his efforts against Billy. Adam's relationship with his father has always been fraught with tension, but now, with Billy working with a potentially dangerous figure like Dumas, Adam may feel more compelled to act against Billy, not just professionally, but personally. The stakes are high, and Adam will be forced to decide whether to follow his father's instructions or to stand up for what he believes is right. For Chelsea, the situation is even more complicated. While she is no longer with Billy, she still cares deeply for him. Her loyalty to Billy could put her in a difficult position if Adam decides to go after him. Chelsea's emotional connection to Billy, paired with her increasingly complicated relationship with Adam, will only add to the drama and tension in their already volatile dynamic. Chelsea's role. Torn between two worlds as the situation escalates, Chelsea's role will become more critical. Her decision to join Newman Media was a significant one, but it has already placed her in the midst of a family conflict that she may not have fully anticipated. Adam's desire to get revenge on Billy could put her in a position where she feels caught between the two men in her life, her ex-husband and her current partner. Chelsea's feelings for Billy, though complicated by their past, haven't disappeared. She may not be in a romantic relationship with him anymore, but her deep emotional ties to Billy could prevent her from completely aligning herself with Adam's aggressive tactics. As Adam's schemes against Billy intensify, Chelsea will have to figure out where her true loyalty lies. Can she support Adam in his vendetta against Billy, or will her conscience push her to stop him from going too far? Phyllis Summers, a mother's obsession and emotional breakdown in a separate but equally intense storyline. Phyllis Summers continues to spiral, and her obsession with her son Daniel Romalotti, Jr. grows more dangerous. Rather than focusing on her own healing and well-being, Phyllis becomes fixated on her adult son, despite Daniel's clear request for space. Daniel has already made it clear that he does not want Phyllis to intervene in his life, especially with his ongoing struggles. But Phyllis, as always, refuses to listen. Phyllis's inability to respect Daniel's wishes is a reflection of her deeper emotional issues. She has always been a fiercely protective mother, but her inability to let go of control over Daniel's life is causing friction. Her obsession could cause further harm to their already strained relationship, and Daniel's request for her to back off only fuels Phyllis's sense of urgency. Rather than seeking therapy or taking steps to heal herself, Phyllis throws herself into her obsession with Daniel. Her emotional collapse will likely become a focal point in the coming episodes, as her fixation on Daniel could lead to destructive consequences. Phyllis's inability to process her own grief and loss, combined with her overbearing desire to control her son's life, will continue to alienate those around her. Daniel's pushback. A son's stand for independence. Daniel, a man who has long sought independence from his tumultuous upbringing, will be tested by his mother's increasing obsession. While Phyllis is emotionally overwhelmed, Daniel is trying to carve out his own path, one that does not involve Phyllis's constant interference. His relationship with her has always been fraught with tension, and this latest episode of overbearing behavior could be the final straw. Daniel's firm stance on distancing himself from his mother is a necessary step in his personal growth, but it also sets the stage for a major emotional confrontation between him and Phyllis. The question remains, will Phyllis respect her son's wishes, or will her need for control drive them even further apart? The fallout for all involved. Relationships in crisis. The interconnected storylines of Adam, Chelsea, Phyllis, and Daniel promise to bring intense drama and emotional stakes to the forefront in The Young and the Restless. As Adam faces pressure from Victor to engage in dirty tactics against Billy, Chelsea's loyalty will be put to the test. Meanwhile, Phyllis's emotional breakdown will create more tension in her family dynamic, especially as Daniel pushes back against her interference in his life. In Genoa City, nothing stays quiet for long. The decisions made by each of these characters will have lasting consequences, not only for their own futures but for their relationships with each other. Adam's struggle between loyalty to Victor and his own moral compass, Chelsea's torn allegiances, and Phyllis's emotional unraveling will intertwine, creating an emotional roller coaster for fans. The coming weeks promise to be filled with explosive revelations, heart-wrenching decisions, and dramatic confrontations that will change the course of their lives forever. Conclusion: power plays, family drama, and unraveling emotions as Victor pushes Adam into a corner, Phyllis's obsession with Daniel worsens, and the tensions between Chelsea and Billy escalate. The stakes for everyone in Genoa City have never been higher. Whether they are caught in personal vendettas, familial expectations, or emotional crises, these characters are at a breaking point, and only time will tell how they navigate the complex web of loyalty, love, and power in their lives. The upcoming episodes will be a test of who can hold on to their moral compass and who will fall prey to the darker forces at play in the Newman family and beyond. Mariah Copeland, a character known for her resilience and strength, finds herself at a breaking point in The Young and the Restless. Recently, she has been grappling with a deep emotional crisis, and the strain is beginning to show in her actions. One night, she turns to alcohol, getting drunk at the local bar, seemingly unable to cope with the weight of her internal struggles. Mariah's behavior is becoming more erratic, and the sense that she is pushing people away is palpable. There are whispers that Mariah may be hiding a deeper secret, one that could potentially shake the foundation of her relationships. The most troubling possibility is the suggestion that Mariah has had an affair. While the details of this potential betrayal are unclear, the speculation surrounding her actions hints that someone new might have entered her life in a way that she's trying to conceal. Who this mystery person might be remains to be seen, but fans are left wondering if Mariah's infidelity is a symptom of her emotional pain or if it marks a deeper fracture in her relationships. As the storyline develops, it's likely that the person Mariah has been involved with will be revealed, and the aftermath of this revelation could have lasting repercussions on her relationships, particularly with her wife, Tessa. The sense of betrayal and mistrust could be a major catalyst for Mariah's emotional downfall, and it's uncertain how she will navigate the fallout. Summer Newman's search for a replacement, a new chapter ahead in another part of Genoa City. Summer Newman is gearing up for a significant shift in her professional life. As she steps up to find a replacement for her position on the European team, Summer faces a challenging task. With the absence of some key figures, including Chelsea Newman and Sally Spectra, Summer's leadership is about to be tested in new ways. Summer has always been capable and strategic, but with several key players in flux, she'll need to step up and find someone who can fill the gaps left by Chelsea and Sally. This could mean looking for fresh talent from outside the company, but it also might require Summer to reevaluate her own team dynamics. The changes in her professional landscape are significant, and Summer's ability to adapt to these shifts will be a major storyline moving forward. As for Chelsea and Sally, both are navigating their own transitions. Chelsea's decision to work with Adam at Newman Media has already caused ripples within their circle, and Sally is facing her own personal and professional challenges. Summer will likely need to offer her blessings to both women as they chart their own paths, but how this affects their future interactions remains to be seen. The dynamics of the corporate world in Genoa City are never simple, and Summer will have to find a way to balance her professional duties with the personal connections she has with those around her. The possibility of a new actress for Summer. A change in direction as the storyline for Summer unfolds. There's been speculation about a potential recasting of her character. With Summer's role becoming increasingly central to the drama in The Young and the Restless, the addition of a new actress could signal a shift in the direction of the character. This move could also coincide with Summer's evolving storyline, as she faces new challenges both in her personal life and in her career. If a new actress is brought in to take over the role, it could bring a fresh perspective to Summer's character, potentially offering new dynamics in her relationships with key figures like Kyle, Billy, and her family. While change is always met with mixed reactions from fans, it could offer an exciting opportunity to explore new facets of Summer's personality and storyline. Whether the recast will be permanent or temporary is yet to be determined, but it seems likely that Summer's story will continue to be a driving force in the drama of Genoa City. Whether she remains a key figure in Europe or moves back to the US, Summer will undoubtedly play a pivotal role in the coming months. Conclusion. Shifting alliances and the ripple effects of betrayal as the drama unfolds, Mariah's struggles with her emotional turmoil and potential infidelity will send shockwaves through her relationships, particularly with Tessa. Meanwhile, Summer's search for a replacement and the possibility of a recast will mark significant shifts in her professional trajectory. The twists and turns in these characters' lives will bring plenty of drama, as alliances shift, personal crises unfold, and the weight of past decisions looms large over everyone in Genoa City. Fans can expect new revelations, intense confrontations, and deep emotional struggles as these beloved characters navigate their ever-evolving lives in The Young and the Restless.